like to talk shit, but they ain't really about shit. You just chat a lot, but you ain't really about this. I got scars from war.
Hi everybody, my name is Qualah. I am a singer, rapper, songwriter, and today I want to share some information with you. So if you are a rapper, a writer, a singer that also writes your own lyrics, one of the most important things and processes that you really should need to know is going to be copywriting your music. So today I wanted to share with you guys how I copyright my music and how you can in turn also copyright your music. We're going to do a little quick tutorial on how to do that. So let's go right ahead and let's jump into it and let's learn how to copyright some music today. So today we're going to go ahead and get started. Before we get started, first and foremost, let me show you the first thing that you want to do. So this is a document that I have typed up of my lyrics. So you definitely want to have your documents typed up, and if you are going to be copywriting your sound recording today, then you definitely want to have your MP3 pulled up or whatever your music file is. So I just wanted to show you that really quickly, and we can go right ahead over to the website. So the website where you are going to copyright your music, this is for the whole entire United States, and I don't quite remember whether or not they do it for international copyright as well, but we'll look at that later. So you're going to go to copyright.gov. It is spelled copyright.gov. This is the first page that you're going to see. First and foremost, I want you to notice that this is the official U.S. governmental organization for copyright. So this is the official place where you're going to be. They have lots of links, lots of information on this site, statutory limits. I believe it's 70 years per copyright. So after 70 years, you do want to tell your children or your grandchildren to re-copyright the stuff because they will have your rights. Like if you pass away in that time, they will have the rights. Your family, whoever is your beneficiaries, will have the rights to that song at that time. So anyway, they have laws, federal regulations, etc., etc. So you're going to click on this link here that says register. That is going to take you to a page here that says registration portal, and of course again this is going to give you the different sections of what you can copyright and what goes under each category. So the literary works, fiction such as books and things like that. Performing arts is going to be music, lyrics, sound recordings. Visual arts is pictures, illustrations, jewelry, artwork, stuff like that. And then digital content, motion pictures, and photography. So there's the different sections. You're going to click on this blue link right here, and that is going to bring you to the next page, which is this sign-in portal. If you don't already have an account, obviously you want to go ahead and click this button and sign in. I do have an account, and I've already signed in, so I'm going to take you to this front page. So as you can see, I am welcomed with my first name. And there's a taskbar on the side that is going to be various different options that you can choose. There is going to be open cases that have not completed yet, and it's going to just show you just the basic runaround information right here in the center. Now there is a profile area where you're going to fill out your address books and different information there. I've already put my business information in so that I don't have to feel uncomfortable showing you guys all of the information that's going to be available here today. There are also links such as help and contact, etc., which I have had to actually contact them by phone. It seems like the same guy answers the phone every time, so just know that. So open cases, these are the cases that are open, such as this one here. Working cases are cases that are being, that you haven't completed. And all cases is going to show you the cases that you've started, discarded, open, closed, etc., So as you can see here, I have cases that are closed. Those are the ones that I have copyright for. And so these are the cases that I've opened up a long time ago, and I do have my copyright certification for those. And so now these works that I put in here are copywritten for 70 years. So as you can see, I'm going to click on this one here, just to give you like a quick backstory. And for some reason it's not coming up. Let's try this one. Or not. Sorry guys, it's not coming up, so we're just going to move on. So over here, I want you to notice that it says pre-register a claim. You can pre-register a claim if you know you're going to go to the studio and record some things. You can let the copyright organization know that you are going to have a work that you want to copyright, and so you can start that up. I do believe there is a $25 fee for this to pre-register a work. but that is an option if you ever needed to do it. So we're going to go ahead and get back to the front page, and we're going to click register a new claim. So the first page is going to bring up a few questions. So the first one says, are you registering one work? Me, no. The answer is going to be no. I'm going to be registering more than one work. For the purpose of this tutorial, I will probably just put one in there, but well, I'll put two in there, but normally it's going to be more than one. So for me, are you the only author and owner of the work? Well, for me on this work, it's going to be yes, because I'm the only person who writes my own lyrics. Now, if this is a sound recording that you are copywriting, you need to make sure that everything on that sound recording you own in order to say yes here. Does the work you are sending contain material created only by this author? So this answer, you're going to check no to this if it includes content contribution by anyone else, even if the claim is limited to only the contribution by this author, or the materials has been licensed, permissioned, or transferred to the claimant. So for instance, if you are using a sound recording that you have a beat, an instrumental, and producers that have worked on that sound recording, you are not the only person that has worked on that claim. So you would select no in this case. For me, I'm only doing lyrics on this here, so it's not a sound recording, but I will show you the process that you would take if it is a sound recording. For instance, if you're doing a sound recording right now and you didn't create the beat, you didn't record it, and all this other stuff, you would select no at this point. But for me, I'm going to say yes. So this one right here, we're going to go ahead and move forward and start the registration. So now we're on the first page. Type of work. What kind of work is it? Are you copywriting a book? Are you copywriting a video, a sound recording, or a work of performing arts? So if you're just copywriting your lyrics, you are going to select a work of performing arts because it's only the lyrics. And this is the option that you choose if it's only the lyrics. And it does give you some information here. I want you to take note. There are links everywhere on this site so that you don't infringe upon someone else's rights, and so that you are selecting the best option for you to have the full protection that you need should you have that need to happen. So I'm gonna for this purpose, because I'm only doing lyrics, I'm gonna do work of performing arts. But if you are copywriting a sound recording, which means that you are copywriting your full song, so you have the song recorded, you have it mixed and mastered or whatever, you're going to select the sound recording button. At that point, you can take a look here, and it does show you the things that you're going to need. You're going to make sure you have the audio file, not a video, an audio file, so that WAV or MP3. And this, you can choose sound recording if you are copywriting lyrics and your sound recording. Because let's say you're an independent artist. If you're an independent artist, you probably pay to do your own recording. You probably sometimes record your own music. This is where you're going to go, and this is going to copyright your lyrics, your recording, etc., etc. For me, again, I'm only doing the lyrics, so I'm going to select work of performing arts, and then we're going to move on. So on the next page, it is going to bring up the title. So this is now where you're putting in the actual title of your work. And for me, on this one, the first option is always going to be title of work being registered. So let's just say you are registering an album. If you are registering an album, at this point, you want to put the full album. So that would be, I'm not doing an album, I'm actually just doing a song or two. So I'm going to put, I'm sorry, actually, if you're doing the album, that would be, yeah, title of the work. So you're going to put your name of the album or whatever, but I am going to be putting in here the name of this song that I'm going to use for this demonstration. And this is the main title of the song. Now, if you, like me, create alternative names for your songs, then you are going to come back to that. You're going to click New and come back to this screen and go down on the drop-down menu where it says Previous or Alternative Title. That is where you're going to put the alternative title of that song or album or whatever. And I'm going to do that again because I do have one more alternative title. and I'm going to add that as well. So boom, this is what you have here. Now you have your main name and then your additional names that you can use for editing purpose and you know, things of that nature. So if you have more songs, you keep going. You add the original name of it. So let's go ahead and demonstrate with Wait. Wait is already copywritten, but this again is just for purposes of tutorial. And then you can go ahead and register your previous or alternative names that you have for this song or whatever. And boom. So now after you've done that, you want to continue. These are the titles of your works. All right, so the next page is has it been published? Me. On one of them, the answer is no. On the other, the answer is yes. But I'm going to select no for the purpose of this. But they were created in 2017. And then we are going to move on. Actually, I'm going to go back to that page because I want to show you what it does if you have published this work. So if you have published it, it's going to ask you a bit more information. So it's going to ask you where you first published it, which is probably the United States of America. So if you have an ISRC number, you want to go ahead and put that down right here. You want to select the kind of identification number that you have for that song, and then you want to put it down here. So I do have an ISRC for Wait and Remedy. I'm sorry, Wait and I Wanna. I don't have that information right at this moment, but I'm just showing you what it would look like and what you would need to put in here. So you'll put your ISRC number, ISRC codes here, and the date that you published them. But for this first song, at least, I did not have that published, so I'm good on that. And Wait is already copywritten. So moving on. All right, so the next page is where you want to enter the authors. Now, I am the author of my music and my lyrics, so I'm just going to put me here. I'm just going to do that. And then citizenship and my pseudonym, of course, which is Qualah. I'm going to put that in here. Is this a work for hire? No, it is not. And then you're going to save that. All you had to do with this was click add me. Now for this one, did you create the music, the lyrics, the text, or the musical arrangement? So if you are just doing lyrics, like I am on this demonstration, you would just select lyrics. Now if you are doing sound recording, you want to be very specific on this page because they need to know what you actually created. Okay, they need to know what you actually deserve to be protected for on the copyright. So if you created the beat, you would select music, musical arrangement, and if you also did the lyrics, you would put that as well. There's also another option for other. You can add a melody here or harmony if you'd like. You can add all of those things to which you did create for this song. For this one, I just did the lyrics, so I'm going to click and save. And then we're going to move on. The next page on this one is the claimants. So who's claiming this? The copyright claimant, the author is the original copyright claimant. So if you're the author of this lyrics or this song, you want to go ahead and add yourself here, which I'm going to do that. And yep, got my business address and everything there, so we're good. Okay, so I'm going to add myself, and then boom, we are good to go. So we're going to move right on. So now on this page, this is where you would limit your claim. So for instance, if you are copywriting a sound recording on this page, if you only did the lyrics and you are the performer on the song, but you didn't do the beat, you are going to select exclusion. You're going to exclude the music. You are going to exclude the musical arrangement because you did not create the beat or the track or the melody or any of that. That was created by the producer who did that. So you want to come here and exclude that because you want to make sure that your producers have the opportunity to copyright their own music. You don't want to take away their opportunity to get their money on their royalties because you're trying to be extra and selfish. So you want to make sure that you exclude those things that you did not create and that you do not own. And this does include, even if you did purchase the the exclusive on a beat, which I often do. I love to purchase the exclusive on my beats. Still though, I'm still not going to copyright the beat because I did not create it. So at that point, you would just exclude these things. But since I'm only doing the lyrics, I don't have to fill this page out. All right, so now for the next page, we're going to go to, what is this? Rights and permissions. So, excuse me. Who has the right to make changes to or to be contacted for this work? That's going to be me. I'm going to put my business address and I'm going to put my name and my organization, which is Qualah Music, Inc. If they need to contact me about this copyright, this is who they would contact. Let me also put another phone number option in there, and boom, we are good. Vice President also, don't forget that person, but there's only one option for a person in here. So again, this is the person the Copyright Office will contact. They're going to contact me at my business address and my business phone number, and let me put my my business name as well in here, just in case, just to give them extra options. You want to make sure that they can get a hold of you should there be an issue with your claim. So you're going to continue after that. The next page is going to be correspondence. Of course, that's going to be you. Add yourself and move on. Next is going to be the special handling. So if you need to get your copyright fast, there will be a surcharge to do that. But if you have a litigation going on, customs matter, or you have to meet a publishing deadline, you would fill this out. I don't have this issue, so I'm moving forward. The next is the certification. So where they are going to give you the statement that is legally binding. So this page right here is where this becomes legally binding. So when you put your name in here, that is your signature. And so they are going to, on good faith, trust that you are giving all of the right information that you were supposed to be giving. But they also put the statement here that lets you know you can pay a fine no more than $2,500 if anything in this claim is wrong or if you're lying about anything. So this basically right here is your binding contract, and then you want to continue. So now you want to check your work and make sure that everything you put in here is correct. You got the names of the songs and the alternative names. You have your contact information. You want to make sure that everything here is correct. So I suggest you double and triple check this information right here, just so that you don't have to worry about it taking too long. Because remember, the copyright process used to take 3 to 4 months for you to be completely done. You would have your certificate at the end of that 4 months. You got your certificate in your hands. The process has now moved from 6 to 8 months, which is ridiculous. So you want to make sure that everything on this page is correct and true, and so that you can get your copyright handled in a timely manner as fast as possible. After that, you want to add this to cart. And then I'm going to take you to the final page and the next step that you take after you have paid for your copyright. Okay, so after you've paid for your copyright, it's going to take you to a page. Basically, this is the same page. The only difference is because I'm not totally ready to copyright those materials that this is for demonstration purposes only, so I didn't put in that information on the other items because most of those songs were actually already copywritten. So anyway, but this is the page you're going to come to, right? Now this is a previous order that I put in February and it's still not in. So this is why I said make sure you check your work to make sure everything is the way it should be, and be very sure, because the process has moved from 3 months, 4 months max, to an 8-month maximum process, and that's just kind of freaking ridiculous. It's actually quite upsetting to me. But anyway, you're going to come to this page after you've made your payment, and over here it's going to look a little different. It's going to be a space where you can submit your work. This is where you're going to take your lyrics. You're going to put your lyrics in here, and you're also going to take your MP3 file and put those in here if you are copywriting a sound recording. So that's where you're going to put this information in here. You're going to upload your MP3 or your WAV file, as well as your document or your PDF file, which has your lyrics typed up in it. And they do have, again, links, all kind of links here for you to take advantage of if you are confused about anything or if you need some more information. So you're going to upload your stuff in here, and then you are going to submit that. And when you submit it, it's going to show you your claim submission has been completed, and you will need no further action at that point. And of course, you can view your upload files or click here for more information if you need to. And then after that is just a waiting game. So let me show you. This one is already previously done, and as you can see, these are the titles that I had put in here for copyright for previous. So this is a previous order. Again, I would have had these back by now if this was back in the day, but now the process has changed and it's so much longer. And so that's why I said make sure that you're getting the information that you're putting in here right. Make sure you do it right the first time so you don't have to go back and forth and make the process even longer. So that's pretty much it for the copyright process. If you're copywriting your lyrics or your sound recording, let me show you a couple more things over here. So again, I showed you have an open case, working cases, and all cases. I'm going to click on that. This is where, so this is the case that I was just demonstrating to you guys right here. This is the working case that I just demonstrated to you guys right here. And it's going to show up here. So it's going to also show how much you paid. I'm going to go down the list down to this one, which is closed and closed. These are my previous copyrights that I've already done. And look, I paid $35 then. And there was more than one work in each of these. So the price used to be $35. It is now $55 to do more than one work. If you want to do one work, it's still $35, but yeah. So anyway, I will maybe try to see if I can show you guys a quick clip of the certification that you're going to receive. But that's pretty much it, how you're going to copyright your work. I hope that this information was informative. I hope this tutorial helped you, and I do want to thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.
Talk or stare into my eyes or get between these thighs. Whatever you need, I got that remedy. Never been flaky, always real, but still chill. I'm the rider you need when it all comes to heat. I'm your right hand woman. When you need directions, I'm the one with the plan. Quick to understand, take my hand.